shows the urgency of our involvement. Currently, more than 407,000 kids in foster care programs. And then only 52% of these kids will be reunited with their biological families. Even though the goal is for these children to be reunited, it is only 52%, meaning that the remaining 48% of these children, they will remain in those foster care until they age out. 80% of them will be abused again by their families. So the thing is, like, also on an average, a child is moved between 11 foster homes. So I want us to understand that moving into 11 different homes until you're 18, I mean, how traumatic it is. And then over 40% of school-age foster children have educational difficulties. Now, we live in those counties like Johns Creek, Forsyth County, Fulton County, the best of educational programs. But these children, they don't have any of those support. And imagine the scale of the difficulties that they are actually having. Almost 47% of the kids who grew up in foster care are unemployed. And the reason is because they don't ever get a chance to complete their education. Foster kids can suffer from PTSD at 2 times the rate of a returning veteran. So PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. These people, the veterans who actually go lose their loved ones, lose their physically they get injured and so forth, and the traumatic experiences they experience, these kids, by moving 11 different homes within their life, in their childhood, the impact is twice as much. So now we're going to talk about the foster youth aging out stats. So 23,000 youth age out of foster care each year. And so as soon as they age out, as soon as they are either 18 or 21, I'm not sure, is it 18? 21. So as soon as they become 21, they stop receiving those services and they age out. And then 20% of those will become homeless instantly. So if I am doing the math correctly, the 20% is of 23,000 is 4,600. So these children will become homeless instantly. And then 1 in 4 kids will never graduate high school. Only 3%, which is almost 700 students, children, they will earn a college degree. And we all know without a college degree, even with the college degree, with the financial, with what is going on with the economy and so forth, and the inflation, it is so hard to attain jobs, and these children are not college educated. 1 in 2 will develop a substance dependence against drugs. Drugs are the major issues right now that our youth is facing. So their chances are 50%. 60% of boys will be convicted of a crime. And then 48% of children will become pregnant by the age of 19, meaning they're bringing more unstable children into the world. And they will never receive those kind of health care as young moms, and their children will not be able to receive any support from a stable family. So why the urgency? There's some alarming facts. So these children, when they are adult and they go into the real life, unfortunately speaking, 80% of death row inmates grew up in foster homes. So that's the PTSD, that's the stress they experience when they are children. They're never able to erase it from their memories, and they always carry with them. 50% of the foster children end up in jail. And out of these 50%, 80% will be receiving, like I said, their death penalty. within 2 years of leaving the foster system, 64% end up in US prisons. Just very unfortunate. So we're gonna talk about like, what is the solution? And then I just wanna speak the hadith here. The Messenger of Allah, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, the most beloved of people to Allah is the one who brings most benefit to people, and the most beloved of deeds to Allah is making a Muslim happy, or relieving him of hardship, or paying off his debt, or warding off hunger from him. And for the solution is for us to provide our support, and this is our vision. The vision is to have a community where every child has a loving family and a safe home. And our mission is, the mission of the FAID program is to increase and encourage the involvement of Muslim communities in the US foster care system. FAID aims to provide a stable and loving home to all children, Muslims and non-Muslims alike. We strive to prepare well-informed, living Muslim foster parents who can carry the legacy of our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, forward and revive the beautiful sunnah of kafala, that is fostering. And the objective of our program is to revive the forgotten sunnah of kafala. We have to also remember this is our like sunnah, like this is, I mean, we have only, nowadays we're only focusing on our own families, and we are not understanding the impact of not opening our hearts and our home and our doors. So we have to revive this forgotten sunnah. We have to help all children, but especially Muslim children in the foster care system. We do not have enough Muslim families that are licensed with the foster care program. And the next objective is to promote awareness about foster care and educate Muslim community by increasing the number of licensed Muslim foster families. To create a support network for Muslim foster families to connect with each other and share resources and guidance, and build a relationship with child welfare organizations. And so I'm going to share some of our accomplishments. We have assisted with placement of at least 25 to 30 Muslim children in Muslim foster homes. We have helped families involved in CPS cases and assisted in reunification of 80 plus Muslim children with their families. We provided legal counsel to several families in CPS investigations and managed to close few of those cases without a legal fight with CPS. And CPS stands for Child Protection Services. We have organized several information sessions in DFW and nationwide to promote awareness about the need for Muslim families to get involved in foster care. We also have collaborated with imams to highlight the importance of kafala fostering during Friday khutbahs. And how can you help? I am going to give this to Ms. Sana, because she will be able to describe more how can you become a foster parent. But I just want to end this with, on my end, that your involvement can make a profound difference in the lives of these children, whether through fostering, mentoring, volunteering, or supporting foster care organizations. Like, every action counts. There you go, Ms. Sana.
Thank you, Lubna. So there are so many ways that Muslim families can help Muslim children, and I have listed all the opportunities to help Muslim children, such as becoming a foster care parent, respite care. So the difference between foster care and respite parent is when you become a foster parent, you will have the physical custody of all children, but when you become a respite foster parents, that include that if I am traveling and I am a foster parent, but I cannot take the children with me, so if some other family who has a licensed respite parents license, they will be able to take care of the children while I am gone. So it's very temporary settlement that we do with those children. So if you're unable to become a foster parent, you can definitely become a respite parent. And other opportunity that you have is approved babysitter. If you think that foster care or respite care may not be something that you would be able to do due to your own family circumstances, you can always become an approved babysitter, as well as CASA ambassador. CASA stands for Court Appointed Specialist Advocate. You can also do the mentorship with those foster children. By helping foster children as a translator is a huge need, because we have a lot of Palestinian children. We also have a lot of Afghan children. We also have a lot of Syrian children who are minor, have come to this country, and not a lot of people speak their languages. So as a Muslim, I feel like we have a huge responsibility on us. If we are unable to provide foster care, respite care, approved babysitter, at least what we can do is be the translator. And sometimes we also feel that, you know, it may not be only enough that I'm becoming a translator. The sponsorship is also available, and you can also donate to the program who are encouraging foster parenting. So what is foster care? Foster care is a temporary living arrangement provided by the state of children when the biological parents are no longer able to provide a safe environment to a child. Step to become a foster parent. I will be talking about this step, but it looks like they're so simple, but you know, please don't caught up with those simple steps, because every step you will be doing, you will be facing a lot of setback. Sometimes it's through those agencies that we are working with. So the commitment is very, very important here. So the first step is orientation. Second would be submitting application, background check, training, and home study. And as I mentioned before, CASA is a court-appointed specialist advocate, is a person who speaks on behalf of the child in foster system. They volunteer appointed by the court who visit the children in their foster home and observe them in their new environment and report their finding to the judge. So I would say CASA volunteers have more saying when it comes to children than their own parents and sometimes a social worker, caseworker, or advocate, because CASA volunteer is directly working with children, and they get to really see what is happening with children when they are going through trauma, PTSD, and when we are in a court system, CASA volunteers have more saying in terms of where the child should be staying. And there are a few steps to become a CASA volunteer, which is in attending information section and submitting application, background check, complete training, take your oath before the judge. And this is also another hadith is, I and the guardian of the orphan will be guardian in paradise like this 2 finger. The Prophet ﷺ stated that whoever take care of an orphan, he will be in paradise right next to me, just like 2 fingers. And one of the family that we have helped in Texas, so there are some pictures that we would like to share, and there are few messages also is connected with those pictures. I will not read all of them, but I will read few of those. So the little moment that a parents been sharing who have become a foster parents. This one was when they joined the baby, they were able to have this baby coming to them when he was only like 5 pounds. So there are so much need that we can only think that the only children who are in foster care may be 5 years old, 2 years old, 10 years old, but they're also newborn baby who have been waiting to be adopted, as well as 14 years old, 16 years old, all the way until 18 years old. So here are a few pictures from a foster parent. They're sharing their moment. And there are so many ways you can stay connected with us. If you can please sign up through Facebook, you can like our page, you can send us email, and if you like to stay to get more updated, you can also scan the barcode and you will be added to our foster education group. And please let me know if you have any other questions. I will be here to answer any question anybody have from the brother side as well as from the sister side. I guess nobody have questions, so thank you so much, Jazakallah khair, for attending. And I am here hanging out until Asia, so please feel free to reach out and check our table. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. Usually, जो process है, it's about 1 year. Sometimes it goes like 2 years. और कभी-कभी इस तरह होता है, it goes to only like 5 महीने में जो है process complete हो जाता है. Yes, so first you will do the application. First आप orientation attend करें. Orientation के बाद you will, yes, then they will contact you. Then आपका interview होगा, फिर background check होगा. No, we don't have Muslim foster agency. We have only non-Muslim agency. So with that, we have to contact them. But when you're filling out the application, I would say you can always point it out. You only want to work with Muslim children. But we also don't want to give them the impression, no, we only want to work with Muslim people, because Prophet ﷺ, like, he never mentioned only Muslim child. He said an orphan. So we want to emphasize that हम Muslim children हैं, and we just have to be open to others. No, they give you orientation, and then अगर आप और भी learn करना चाहते हैं, तो we have resources, and we also have like booklet as well. आप icnarelief.org पे जाएंगे, you can find so many booklet talking about foster.